ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಸಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಆನ್ಸೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ವಜರ ಹಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಂದೊಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿನೂ ಒಂದು 13-15 ಹಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಅವ್ರು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡಾದ್ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಶೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆವು, ಹಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆವು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕರೆದು ಭಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೆವು. ಅದೇ ಸೆಟ್ನಾಗಿಂದು ಒಂದು 4 ಹಾಡು ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ನಾಗ ಹಾಡ್ಲತ್ತೀವಿ. Songs of My Ancestors was a set that I put together after my grandmother passed away. It's her songs sung in Bidri. Bidri is a language that is spoken in the northernmost district of Karnataka, Bidar, and some neighboring districts like Gulbarga, Raichur, Yadgir. Little bit of Bidri is still existing. So these songs in Bidri are songs that are sung by women, to women. They're domestic songs. ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಹಾಡೋ ಹಾಡು. And agrarian life was such that agrarian life was full of strife. And this strife was sung into songs. Life, domestic life and strife was what was composed by women, for women, and they used to sing to each other. So this is mainly a part of that set. The first song that I'm going to sing to you is yet another rite of passage. So when we grow up, we as women, we get our period, there is a puja. We get married, there's a puja. We have pregnancy, we become pregnant, we give birth to children, and all of these rituals are made into songs where other women from the community will come together and create a ritual out of the music, out of the love, out of good touch, oil, and so on and so on. The first song I'd like to sing is Taura Mani Tali Kwati. I live in Gulbarga. I'm Shilpa Mudbi, the co-founder of Urban Folk Project. We are based out of there because most of our research is North Karnataka oral traditions and folk rituals of that region. So the first song that I'm singing of is about 2 places, Tali Kwati and Akkal Kwati. These places actually exist in this region. And it's a girl who's being married in Tali Kwati and she is going to Akkal Kwati. Hadkota hoglatal. She is singing all the way to her new home. Taura mani Tali Kwati Atti mani Akkal Kwati करीला का बंधन मैदन धारिये नड़ा देव गिड़ा मारिये करीला का बंधन मैदन धारिये नड़ा देव गिड़ा मारिये हारो चिट्टी हाडो पाकी हूविन ದಂಡಿ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ರಾಂಬಿ ತಮ್ಮ ತಂಗಿ ತಂದಿ ತಾಯಿ ನಡದೇವ ಗಿಡ ಮಾರಿಯೇ ತಮ್ಮ ತಂಗಿ ತಂದಿ ತಾಯಿ ನಡದೇವ ಗಿಡ ಮಾರಿಯೇ ನಿನ್ನ ನನ್ನ ಗಂಟ ಹಾಕಿ ನಡೆದು ರವ್ವ ಮಂದಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತು ನಿಂತ ಅದು ಗಂಟಿ ದಾರಿ ಗುಂಟ ನಿನ್ನ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತು ನಿಂತ ಅದು ಗಂಟಿ ದಾರಿ ಗುಂಟ. Many people came together and got us married. And now that we've begun our journey, simply everyone seems to have disappeared, she said. So the song is a girl voicing her anxieties about marriage. Walking so far away from one village to another. God knows how long she's going to take to walk this distance. It's not going to be an easy one to traverse if she says, okay, I'm not okay with this husband. Taura mani tali kwatiye Atti mani Akkal Kwatiye Karila ka bandhan maidana dhariye Nada deva gida mariye Karila ka bandhan maidana dhariye Nada deva gida asks, within our heart there are few questions about how this marriage is going to be. Ninna sanga balya hyanga. How is my life going to be with you? Ninna manada modi hyanga. What are your moods like? What ticks you off? What should I make for breakfast? Ninna sanga balya hyanga. Ninna manada modi hyanga. Manasina matu tiliyudu hyanga. Nadadeva gida mariye. Manasina matu tiliyudu hyanga. How will I navigate the ways of your heart? So, Taura mani tali kotegada, atti mani akkal kotegada. Yar bandara, idin bandara, my brother-in-law, they've come like kings on a horse to take me to my new house. So, who will I say goodbye to? Firstly, she wants to say bye to the flora and the fauna. Tauramani is a song which talks about landscapes. And if you've traveled anywhere in India, 20-30 kilometers, suddenly a new tree arises. It's like, hey, mara irlilla la akade irlilla ikkade. A new hill, few streams, and suddenly the space looks very different. Just within Karnataka, you will see black soil, red soil, high altitude slopes, and you have dry land. Just like in Bidar, you have flat land. Some places in Bijapur, it looks like the Kutch. It just goes on forever. All you see is heat. So the way we speak is also like that. Nam bhashe kuda adak takkanta change ageda. Yena maalattide ba ikkade. So we speak very loud, like ajji would be now ella jor matadteve nimma idu enu auditorium alla nada bidtavra halak barala. I used to tell my grandmother, you have so many songs, you're an artist. She would laugh at me. Na enta artist? Mana kunt hadlak artist antara. What kind of artist would she be? I would think. She's a folk artist, I told her. And she said, but everybody in the village sings. Does that make all of us as all artists? And what I understood from the way she lived and the way she sang is that art was a part of our lives back then. Kusing neer hakadada haadtivi. We have to bathe the child, we will sing. We have to work in the fields, our backs hurt, we will sing. We have to pound grain, we have 3 women, we have to synchronize our work, we would sing. And so music was a part of our lives. It did not stand outside for people like us to come and sit on a carpet and sing to. So, I do feel like what we're doing is what she used to do, but in a very different setup, which gives you different meaning. The second song that we have for you, Hudi Madi Aktala, Manik Hoktala, she misses her mother, the mother's home. This song is about the mother's home and how much she misses it. Every day she puts rangoli in front of her house. She's thinking of her mother's house and what would have been happening there. Sabidita mata nanagonde hege Maria ತವರೂರ ಮನಿ ನೋಡಲು ಬಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. This is one of the last songs that my grandmom taught me during the lockdown, and I found it extremely regressive. I fought with her, especially because of this verse. ತಾಯಿ ನಿಲ್ಲದ ತೌರ ಮನಿಗೆ ಎಂದು ಬರಬಾರದಿ ಊರ ಧಾರಿಗೆ. ತಾಯಿ ನಿಲ್ಲದ ತೌರ ಮನಿಗೆ ಎಂದು ಬರಬಾರದಿ ಊರ ದಾರಿಗೆ. ತಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸಂಪತ್ ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಂದೆ, ತಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸಂಪತ್ ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಂದೆ, ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. ತವರೂರ ನೋಡಲು ಬಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. ತವರೂರ ನೋಡಲು ಬಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. If you do not have a mother, you don't have a sense of space. Sampat, prosperity. You have no links to prosperity, it says this verse. So I had to tell my grandmom, ಈಗ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಯದ ಅಜ್ಜಿ, ಈಗ ನನಗೂ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಡ್ಯಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನನಗೆ. Folk often has to change with us rather than be seen as a relic. So quite often when we do shows, there are certain verses that I just don't sing. Just like she chose to add a few verses, I choose to not sing a few verses. And that I have found is the beauty of folk. Because every person can decide what they want to sing based on what their reality is. ತವರೂರ ಮನಿ ನೋಡಲು ಬಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. ತವರೂರ ಮನಿ ನೋಡಲು ಬಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. ದೇಶದೊಳಗೆ ವಾಸುದೇವ, ದೇಶದೊಳಗೆ ವಾಸುದೇವ, ಸಿರಿ ಸಂಪತ್ ಕೊಡೋ ತೌರ ಮನಿಗೆ. ದೇಶದೊಳಗೆ ವಾಸುದೇವ, ಸಿರಿ ಸಂಪತ್ ಕೊಡೋ ತೌರ ಮನಿಗೆ. ಸಿರಿ ಸಂಪತ್ ಕೊಡೋ ತೌರ ಮನಿಗೆ, ತಂದಿ ಕರ್ಪೂರ ತರುವೆ ನಿನ ಗುಡಿಗೆ. ತವರೂರ ಕನಸಲಿ ಕಂಡೆ ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. ತವರೂರ ಕನಸಲಿ ಕಂಡೆ ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. ತಾಯಿ ನೆನಪಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ತಂದೆ. Thank you. We have to introduce these two little instruments to you all. This is also specifically from our Saudati, the North Karnataka region, Belgaum region of Karnataka. We have in that district a temple called Saudati. And Saudati, there is a goddess called Yalamma, Renuka Yalamma. She is known to be Parshurama's mother and Jamadagni's wife. And she has many disciples in this region from Maharashtra, Andhra, Karnataka. And they use these instruments. This is called a chaudki. And this is its pairs instrument. Idu akka hala, kitangi hala. Adu chaudki, idu shruti. And these two instruments are used for busking. They are simple instruments. They don't actually do well in an AC hall. So we have to sing fast and get done. Because the leather kugtada, like the leather will shrink, and from tongue it will be like part after some time. So you will know when the show needs to end. And they're so humble. Why I chose to continue to play with these instruments and work with these instruments they are symbols of feminism to me, where Renuka gave these two instruments to the women of this region who came asking for their dead husband who was murdered by Parshurama, and she said, Nina gand bhada. They were like, give me back my husband. And she was like, Hold on to that thought. So she turned that husband into 2 instruments. This is his head. This is my husband's alive, just saying. This is his head. This is his rib cage. This is Karthiviraja's thigh bone. This is his thumb. This little one is his little finger. Skinny fellow. And he gave these to the ladies and says, Nanna Dasera agree. This is also a connection to the Devdasi system that is prevalent in that region. Be my dasis, find your pair, live together, sing my songs, she said. And for me, this ability to tell any woman from any caste, any class, saying, Yad ba, tangi, ba hogar, come, chalo, let's go, is feminism from that time, which I think I would like to hold dear through this instrument. That's why we use these instruments. Also, they're root instruments. One day stringri. That has 1 string. This is a guitar string right now. It used to be a goat intestine, like how sarod is. And this, they use a fishing tackle or a badminton racket wire. So the instruments have also kind of evolved with us. So this is a shruti and this is a chaudki, along with 4 voices, Prajna, Sheetal, and Purnima. We would not like to say we're vocalists or artists or anything. We're people who are very keen on languages such as the Bidri, and want to learn this music. One of my teachers once told me, "Nee ಏನು ಉಳಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ತಾಯಿ, don't have to save anything. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಕಿನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡವ. These are all bigger than us. We just have to put it into our body. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಯಾಕ್ ಹಾಕೋ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಯಾಕ್ ಹಾಕೋ ನೀ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗಿ." That's the cure. Put it into your body. Sing it rather than scream, save it. Yeah. So with that, we have another song. A girl gets married. She goes to a new house. She's missing her mother. And sooner or later, like most women, they will have cravings because she's pregnant. And so this is a song about cravings. And the chorus goes like this. Balana boiki keli boy sanga gaitri, which basically means, because the baby wants it, I want it. So throw the blame on the baby song. Hasiru khadiya siri, hasiru khadiya siri, hasiru khadiya siri, hasiru kupusa tottu, hasiru khadiya siri, guel topa musku myaga ಮಾಡಿ, hasiru khadiya siri topa musku myaga ಮಾಡಿ, ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗೆ ಬೆನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗೆ ಬೆನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ. ಹಸಿರು ಕುಪ್ಪುಸ ತೊಟ್ಟು ಹಸನಾದೆರಡು ವಂಕ್ಯ ನಿರಿಸಿ, ಹಸಿರು ಕುಪ್ಪುಸ ತೊಟ್ಟು ಹಸನಾದೆರಡು ವಂಕ್ಯ ನಿರಿಸಿ, ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗೆ ತೋಳ ತಿರುವಿ ನಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗೆ ತೋಳ ತಿರುವಿ ನಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ. ನಮ್ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಇದು. ಬಿಸಿ ಬಿಳಿ ಜೋಳದ ರೊಟ್ಟಿ, ಎಳಿ ಜವಳಿಕಾಯಿ ಪಲ್ಲೆ, ಬಿಸಿ ಬಿಳಿ ಜೋಳದ ರೊಟ್ಟಿ, ಎಳಿ ಜವಳಿಕಾಯಿ ಪಲ್ಲೆ, ಹೊಳಿ ದಂಡಿಯಾಗ ಕುಂತು ಉಣ್ಣಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಹೊಳಿ ದಂಡಿಯಾಗ ಕುಂತು ಉಣ್ಣಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ, ಬಾಲನ
ಕರ್ದು ಮುರ್ದಿನ ಕರದಿ ಕಾಯಿ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಸಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಉಪ್ಪಿನಕಾಯಿ ಕರ್ದು ಮುರ್ದಿನ ಕರದಿ ಕಾಯಿ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಸಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಉಪ್ಪಿನಕಾಯಿ ಹೊಂಗಿನೆರಳಾಗ ಕುಂತು ಉಣ್ಣಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಹೊಂಗಿನೆರಳಾಗ ಕುಂತು ಉಣ್ಣಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಏ ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಹೂಗಾರನ ಮನಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೂಗಾರನ ಮನಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೂವಿನ ದಂಡಿ ಹೆಣಸಿಕೊಂಡು ರಾಯರ ಬಾಜೂಲೆ ಕುಂತು ಮುಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ರಾಯರ ಬಾಜೂಲೆ ಕುಂತು ಮುಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ರಾಯರ ಬಾಜೂಲೆ ಕುಂತು ಮುಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಹೊಂಗಿನೆರಳಾಗ ಕುಂತು ಉಣ್ಣಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಉಣ್ಣದೆ ಹೊಳಿ ದಂಡಿಯಾಗ ಕುಂತು ಉಣ್ಣಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗಿ ತೋಳ ತಿರುವಿ ನಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗಿ ಬೆನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಡಿಯಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಏ 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 ಬಾಲನ ಬೈಕಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೈಸಂಗಾಗೈತ್ರಿ.
Who knew cravings was so much fun? I have a 6-month-old son, and I sang this through my cravings period. Most of the time, I think I had more body ache and I wasn't paying attention so much to the cravings. But yes, all our pregnancies are different. This language, Bidri itself, has mix of a lot of languages like border languages. And why Bidri is also so dear to me, apart from the fact that my grandmother spoke in it, is that border languages are most metropolitan. Dakhni, Marathi, little bit of Telugu maybe, but Hindi, all of it comes in Bidri. We have Marathi numbers. We don't say 1, 2, 100, we say Shambar. You know. So, it's so local that quite often I have been told by my friends in Bangalore, if I wrote in Bidri, because it's a spoken language, it's not a written language so much, but if I wrote in Bidri, any tappu barlatidi illa nin tappu baritidya kannada tappu baritidya neenu eshto kannada ulitav. There are so many Kannadas, right? And quite often my struggle has been this, that yes, I speak Kannada, but I mostly speak Bidri, and Bidri is also a valid language. In this woman's journey, most of the songs that we sang in this set are about women's lives. And yes, there are a lot more songs that we could continue singing, but ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಲತ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡ್ರಿ. We'd like to sing you a lullaby. We're not trying to put you to sleep early in the morning. But this lullaby also is really dear to me because she taught me before I had my own child. And so, Barg, it's called Bargina Bana. Now, only after I learnt this song 3 years ago is when I realized Barg is proso millet. Yeah, it's a superfood now, but back then, Bana another rice was very rare. The grasses that grew regionally were what we ate. Like ragi is also a grass, and like wheat, jowar, all of these are grasses that have been cultivated over the time. And Baragu is one such grass that went missing when we started getting cheap rice. So you don't get Barg in our region anymore. But ee hadna gada Bargina bana madi nan magugi ganji madi tinistini. I'm going to make a porridge out of proso millet and feed it to my baby, is what this song is about. Mokbadri. Just presentation of a lullaby. We're not trying to put you to sleep. Baragina bana madi belagi vattala tumbi. Baragina bana
ಮಾಡಿ ಉಡುವಂದರೆ ಹಠ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳ ಜೋ 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 ಜೋ. ನೀರಾಗ ನೆಳ ನೋಡಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರಮ ಬೇಡಿ, ನೀರಾಗ ನೆಳ ನೋಡಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರಮ ಬೇಡಿ, ನೀರಾಗ ನೆಳ ನೋಡಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರಮ ಬೇಡಿ, ನೀರಾಗ ನೆಳ ನೋಡಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರಮ ಬೇಡಿ. ಅದರಂತ ತಾಯಿ ಬೇಡಿ ಬೋರಾಡಿ ಅಳುತ್ತಾನ ಜೋ ಜೋ. ಅದರಂತ ತಾಯಿ ಬೇಡಿ ಬೋರ್ಯಾಡಿ ಅಳುತ್ತಾಳ ಜೋ 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 ಜೋ. ಕೂಲಾಯಿ ಕುಂಚಿಗಿ ಅದಕ ಹೊಲಸಿದ ಮುತ್ತ, ಕೂಲಾಯಿ ಕುಂಚಿಗಿ ಅದಕ ಹೊಲಸಿದ ಮುತ್ತ, ಕೂಲಾಯಿ ಕುಂಚಿಗಿ ಅದಕ ಹೊಲಸಿದ ಮುತ್ತ, ಕೂಲಾಯಿ ಕುಂಚಿಗಿ ಅದಕ ಹೊಲಸಿದ ಮುತ್ತ. ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಯಾಡಂದರ ಸ್ಯಾಟಗೊಂಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳ ಜೋ ಜೋ. ಕಟಕೊಂಡೆ ಆಡಂದರ ಸೆಟಕೊಂಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳ ಜೋ 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 ಜೋ. ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಆಡಂದರ ಸೆಟಕೊಂಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳ ಜೋ 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 ಜೋ. ಬರಗಿನ ಬನ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೆಳಗಿ ಬಟ್ಟಲ ತುಂಬಿ, ಬರಗಿನ ಬನ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೆಳಗಿ ಬಟ್ಟಲ ತುಂಬಿ, ತುತ ಮಾಡಿ ಉಣುವಂದರ ಹಠ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನ ಜೋ 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 ಜೋ.
Urban Folk Project has a Facebook and an Instagram page. You all can check out more Jogati songs. None of the songs that we sing are sung on these two instruments. These are Jogati instruments. These are busking instruments. Mostly Yalama songs are sung on these. You will find a lot of Yalama songs on our YouTube page and on Instagram and Facebook. So follow us and let us know if you have more interesting songs that you would like us to perform. Thank you.